Good morning. Are we ready for another day of crafting and making the album? We're going to finish the album this morning. Yay. Well, I don't know if it will be this morning, but today for sure. So, want to wish you a good day today, whatever you're doing, whether you're joining me or not, or watch later. So, we want to get a few things out of the way. I'm holding here something I received in the mail, and I just want to share with you. One of my customers sent me. Look how cute this is. Look at that. She sent me a Valentine, handmade, and she stamped it. Isn't that cute? I absolutely love it. I think it's so special. So thank you very, very much, Anita. I appreciate it. This is really cute. I wanted to share. Second thing I want to share with you this morning, okay, is, well, Mintay sent me in my last order, they sent me this, it's a free gift for, for customers who want shipping items, Mintay items. It has some wording and some items to fussy cut. I thought it was really, really nice. So if everything that I shipped yesterday and that will ship probably today, there's very limited supply, so not too many. But isn't that cute? I think it's a really nice thing to do. And in the back, they have like lacy doily pattern. Okay, so I think all right, I don't know if I'm seeing comments. Okay, I think I'm seeing the comments. I don't know. Can somebody make a comment? Hi, Jennifer. Can you hear me okay? Because I have one of my microphones muted, not to have an echo. Just want to make sure that you can hear me. Good morning. Okay. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so this is the second thing I wanted to share. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can hear me good. Good. All right, so you'll get the free gift. Whoever orders today will get this thing from Mintay. And anybody that orders Graceful collection for the tutorial will also get, I'll send you a ring, a couple of ribbons, the eyelets, and maybe some mat board for the cards. Okay. I have about, I'm trying to think, I have about, I think about 20 sets of the solid color cardstock, if anybody wants that too. I have that ready to send. I have that on hand. Okay. And also thank you so much for everybody who came yesterday and downloaded the cutout sheet, the PDF sheet. That was great. I mean, a lot of you have, and that's very encouraging, because I know that what I'm doing is beneficial and people like it, and that's what I want to do. I'm doing it for you to enjoy and have a project to do. Okay, so we can continue on. Yesterday we did a few pages. I'm going to switch over to my overview and take my face out of here. We don't need to see my face when I'm working. Need to see my hand. Okay. So we'll do section D. I think we have about 4 sections left, and then we'll do the cover in my cup of coffee. I haven't had a chance to have coffee this morning yet. Okay. All right, let's see what we have in section D. And I think D, okay, I have a lot of parts to it. So I think D is with the pocket flap. Oh, we'll learn to do a pocket flap. All right, let's see here. So you'll get acquainted with the page before we do it. So just, you'll see what it's going to be. And this is page D. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so this is it. This is the pocket flap. You have a flap with a pocket over it that we're going to fit a photo mat in there. Okay. We have a side pocket here over a flap that opens to the right. This is clear, just a place here to put photos. Another pocket here, and a belly band here, and a belly band here. So in this section of page, if you're new, we're going to learn to do 3 things. You're going to learn to do a pocket flap, because we already know how to do a pocket, right? So we put it over a flap. And we're going to learn to do the belly band. Okay. And I think that's it, right? So we do the belly band and we'll do the pocket flap in this page. I think there's a magnet here too. Yes, and there's a magnet here as well. Okay, let's do it. Oh, look at this. Sometimes you do work and you do a project, and a part of the project you just love so much. You know, this is this page for me. Okay. So let's take, see, there are a lot of little parts to this page. As always, we're going to begin with our base page, D1. And I think D goes on the bottom. I'm going to find the page for that. Here. Okay, so this is my page for that. Okay. D1 is a bottom page. Okay. Which means we're going to be working with on the base this way. D2 is a right flap, double scored. Oh. I didn't fold it good. Give me a minute. Let me just work on the fold here. Okay, I keep getting pop-ups here now for the... Okay. Hi, Pauline. Thanks for joining in. Having a little bit of a difficult time with this one because I touched it the wrong way, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so this is how I folded D2. So D2 is going to go on the right side over here. D3 is the pocket. So this is D3 pocket. We already know how to do pockets, right? We know to cut the edges where the two score lines meet. You can take your bone fold and press at the seam line. It'll flatten it out, make it nice and defined. And D10 is a pocket. So right now I'm just taking all of my parts, I'm folding them, and I want to see how it's going to be built and how to position all of my parts before we start to actually glue them. Okay. So these two pockets, D10 and D3, are the same size. D8 is just my photo mat. I put it on the side. Okay. D7 is another pocket. That's the pocket that will go over the flap. That's D7. D6 has the double score. Okay. And D5 is a belly band, and D9 is a belly band. We're going to just put these on the side. We don't touch the belly band until it's time to put it on the project. It's one of the last things that will go on the page. Okie dokie. So now I want to put tape and get that out of the way. Let's put the tape over the flaps. Take my 3/8 tape. I want to trim this a little bit more. The reason that we cut triangles out of the corners is because we don't want those two flaps to overlap. If they overlap, it'll be raised, and you have more chances of it separating later on over time. So what I did now is I just removed a little bit more that was overlapping. It was okay. Now when I put the tape down, I'm putting it as close as possible to the edge of the fold, right near the score line. Closer to this edge, not the other one. And this is because I'm using the 3/8 tape. If you're using the 1/2" tape, you don't have that problem because it's going to cover the entire wing. If you're using regular glue, then yes, that matters. You want to put glue close here. without it, of course, spilling over. And I'm going to give you another little tip. One in a minute. After I put all of the tape down, I want to show you one more thing. Okay, let's put 1/2 inch tape here because it's a big flap. I need all the help I can get here. Okay, so this is out of the way. So what you can do to make things look, you know, slightly better, those wings where you're attaching them to the page, just take a little bit of the corner out. Like that. Oops, you can see. Like that. And this way, when you put it down, the edges are going to be covered. Okay, that's, you know, just one way to make it look a little, you know, a little better. Same thing with the pockets. You want to take the pockets edges out like that. And I usually do it after I put the tape. So we know that the right flap is going to go on the right. This is on the bottom. And the pocket flap, this is my pocket flap, will go here. Just want to show you something. When you put the right flap down, okay, there will be a little bit of space over here. We don't want it all the way to the edge because we're going to put something else here. Okay, so it should be, the measurement is so that to leave about 1/8 of an inch here. That's free. This will allow a flap to go under here and move freely. Okay, so the flap is going to go under here like that. And then we're going to have a pocket going over here on top of the flap. Then these two pockets, I'm going to have one here, over here, and one on the other side. Okay. One pocket here, and one pocket will be on the left here. Alternately, if you want, you can put this pocket here and the other one on the right. But I like this option a little less for a few reasons. First of all, I don't like anything heavy on the flaps on the right. It's more sturdy when it's closer to where it's attached. So I'll put this flap, this pocket here. The other pocket will go on the other side so that when you close the album, you're going to have even thickness on the right and on the left. if you put all the pockets one on top of the other, you're going to have more bulk on one side and less on this side. Okay, so always try to make it even when you're planning an album. And so we'll do one on the right and one on the left here, like that. And on the back of the flap, we're going to have this belly, we're going to have a belly band here, like that. And on the back of, and I don't remember if we put it here or if we put it under on the other side here. I think we have it here, the belly band. And over on this side, we just have the one big photo, right? Remember, we have the one big photo. So this is the one big photo that will go here. It's not a photo. Why am I saying photo? It's the pattern paper. It looks so pretty. It looks like a photo, I guess. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for coming and joining us. Yes. So I want the big one to be here. And then I have two for the pockets. So these two are for my pockets. So they are identical, right? We can do both the same. Let's say we'll do one here and one here. And then I have this piece. We need to break the floral, so maybe we'll do that here. This is the top. Okay. And now we'll do the pocket. So for the pocket, we can, ooh, look at this. We can have this here. I feel like I'm missing something though, you guys. I really do feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. I have this here. I have this here. That's my pocket. And something at the back of my pocket. Okay, this is for the inside. I think maybe this is just cut a little too much. Maybe this is just a little too long. Okay, this will go here and here. And this is for the back. Okay. I have my arrangement. Just this piece, I think I need to change the measurement of this over pocket. It's 7 3/4 by 4. No, pocket flap 3.5 by 6. That's the 3.5 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's cut at 6 5/8. I cut this at 6 5/8, and I have it written down as 6, so I just cut this a little too much. Okay, so we're going to cut that. Okay, we have everything we want. Let's go put this together. Woohoo! So how about we're just going to put the pattern paper over the parts that we know are going there. So these two are my pockets. Let's go put it over the pocket. And I am going to use this aged mahogany again because I really liked it. Okay, inking, aged mahogany. I'm going to put this over here. My mat. I put the mat over so that I'm not going to get little sprinkles of ink on my workspace. See, I like florals. I even have this in floral. This is, like I said in the video yesterday. This is something I got at Hobby Lobby. These are mats that go in on a dining room table, and they're really cheap plastic ones. You can also get those at the dollar store. I think they're like $1. And I keep them on hand for when I work because I can wash them later. So I do have those mats that I use for paints. But for when I'm doing albums, I like this one better. Okay. So when you're doing a different pattern other than this, check to see if there is if the pattern has a right side upside down, so you don't put it the wrong side. Always make sure that you're putting it in the right direction. And you have one pocket going on the right side, one pocket on the left side. Okay, so this pocket is going to the right, and I'll put it this way. Let me poke a hole in there. Okay. I think that's the direction it goes to. And I have those stems going down. And this pocket, I have an opening to the left. Same thing. Another thing that you can do, which I don't do it, but you can attach little notes, a little thing that says top, right, left, back, front. I don't do it because I don't like to have pencil mark and other marks on my paper. Okay, so my two pockets are ready. This piece will go to the left of the pocket, and I'm going to use this side. It will go like that. And I'm going to have to put a magnet here underneath this green piece over the top flap, because the pocket flap will close onto that. So I'm not going to put this on yet. I'm just measuring just to see that I have the right size, and it is good. Okay, we can go ahead. I can go ahead and put the pocket down. Okay, so my pocket is down, and underneath on this side, I'm going to put this beautiful pattern. Look how pretty this is. Whoever gets this album, we're going to have a hard time covering it with photographs, right? But you can still do little ones here and there. Still look good. Hi, Ronalie. How you doing? Yes. So I know you see me switch between the 1/2" tape, the 3/8 tape. You know, I work with a variety, and you can really use whatever you have on hand. You don't have to have different widths. Try to just get equal use out of them. So the bigger parts will get the bigger tape, obviously. And the smaller one, I can use the smaller tape. It's not smaller, it's not as wide, I guess you might want to call it. Okay. Okay, so here I'm just going to take a part of it out. It's a big piece. I just want to make sure that I'm putting it in the right spot. Okay. This is my right side. Okay. My right flap will flap this way, and this is the right side, like that. Okay. Uh-oh. No. You see, I did not put it good. I did not put it good. No. Okay. I didn't put it good. See, this is why it's a good idea to do it that way. I have to really start here because it was just too close. It was too close to the edge. I really have to start here. You know what? I think I cut it a little too. I need to trim a little bit more. Let me just trim a little bit more. It's too wide. Just need 1/8 of an inch out. Okay. Now it will be okay. Okay, now it's good. Whew. That was almost. Okay, done, done, and done. My flap is almost done. We're going to have a magnet going here. So let me just take. I'm just taking a new batch of magnets. 1 second. Okay. Ooh. Separate them. So I think it will go just about here. I can do it approximately. I don't have to do exact right now. Go just about here. Okay. And the second one, we'll go over this left flap back here. Okay. So we can go ahead and put the flap down. Flush with the right edge. That's the right one. Okay, next let's do the pocket flap. So we'll take D7 pocket and we're going to put it on top of D6. Your wing is going to be on the left and down like that. Take it out so we can see what I'm doing here. Okay. The closed part of the pocket is going to be on the left and the right side will be open. Okay. So the top, the left, and the bottom are going to be closed. Take the tape out. Again, I'm just taking a small piece of the tape out, putting it against the flap. I want to make sure everything is straight. Okay, the right side, the bottom side, everything is straight. When I'm happy, I pinch the area where I took the tape out, and now we can continue and take the rest of it. Okay, we have a pocket. You can always do something interesting with pockets. You know, you can punch holes here. You can do fringes coming out. You can do all sorts of fun things. I'm showing you the basics. And then when you decorate your album or where you do it and you become better, you can, you know, innovate and do something else, personalize it. So for the top part, I have this, which again, I cut it a little too long. So let's trim. I need to trim out about good 5/8 of an inch or 1/2 inch. Let's take out 1/2 inch for now. If we need more, we'll take out more. That's good, like that. Now it's going to be sitting this way, so you want it, again, to make sure that it's the right side. I have part of a key here. See, I have the part of the key. So this is my top part. You can also choose to do it this way. It's going to be sitting here. So you can choose, you want to do this side or you want to do this side. I am going to do the pattern. And we have D7. We have those 2 strips that will go on either side. One will go here and one will go here. So I always like to start with the side parts and then put the one in the center because I find it easier to make sure that it's even. So let's put these D7s. And they're small enough that I can just use regular glue. Okay, I only took the center and the top part of the tape. Start from the bottom. Okay. Okay, now the second side over here, we're going to use the solid cardstock. I already need to clear my desk. Isn't that something? I don't use glue for the pattern paper. I know I like using tape more because I just feel that it lays flatter and look cleaner. Whenever I use glue, sometimes the page will ripple just a little bit. I use a combination. I use tape around and then I use glue in the center just a little bit. But I like how it looks with the tape a lot more. I use glue when I'm doing a fast video or instruction. Then I just want to work fast, then I use the glue. But it's just really a matter of personal preference. Okay, here we go. So I already have the magnet figured out over here. Take this out, put it down. Okay. We have our pocket flap and it closes. Now we can put this here. So because we figure out that the magnets are there, they're good place. They're placed in the right place. I can put this over here. Good morning, Monica. How are you? I think you were supposed to get your package today, Monica, no? Oh, Las Vegas. I have family in Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas, and I really haven't been there in a while, and I'm due for a visit. Okay. I have my family is in Summerlin. Oh, okay. So today's Friday, right? I kind of lost my days. Today is Friday. Yes, I know. I said we'll do the videos on Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna have a busy weekend. Oh, that's nice that you bought a house. Las Vegas is a good place to buy houses. My dad had a house there too for like an investment. So we came close to buying a house in Las Vegas a few years ago, and then we decided not to. But it's a good place for a house. You get a lot for your money. Not like in New York. You don't get much for your money, and all your money goes for taxes. Okay, so I'm putting the pocket now down here, and it has to be a little bit farther from the fold, about a minimum of 1/8 of an inch from the fold, and I want to show you. Okay, here we go. Now you can see. And if I hold it like this, over here, it's about 1/8 of an inch away from the fold. Because when you're folding this, you want it to fold easily and freely and not have too much bulk under. Okay, now we have those two pieces and a belly band. So we're going to put two pieces, one on each side of the belly band and this here. I did it this way and not one piece because I was preserving pattern paper, because I had to work with what I have, and under the belly band is really not, you don't really need anything, you know. Oh, so maybe we'll do the, oh, I like this one, I think, more. I like this side more. Yes, I do. Okay. So, okay. So I'm guessing I have comments from Facebook and YouTube both, and you guys can't see both comments. And I know there is a way in StreamYard to show all the comments. I'm just having a hard time figuring out how to put it so that you can all show it. It says that I have to click on it, but I'm working. And I can't be clicking on comments and working at the same time. Okay. Somebody gave me a sad face. Why you give me a sad face? Kathy? Why do you give me a sad face? You okay? Okay, so these two pattern papers, let me see if I can figure out the number. These are the 2 1/4 by 7 3/4, right? Yes. They're D5 pattern paper. So the D5 are going on both sides of the other belly band. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kathy. Okay, that's good. I hope you don't have COVID. You know, that thing is just horrible. And I hear that when you get the vaccine, after you get the vaccine, you're feeling ill for a few days, like violently ill for quite a few days. Well, I hope you get better, honey. Okay, this one. Oh, that's good that you tested negative. I haven't gotten tested yet because I've been home, barely get out. It really scares me what's going on here. I mean, New York got hit really bad in the beginning. And, you know, I mean, I go out when I have to run errands and things. All right, let's just put it down. When I have to run errands and things, and I see people just, you know, being very careless. And I decided, well, if I don't have to go outside and do things, then I don't. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're getting better. I really don't like being sick and feeling ill. Okay, so we have our two pieces here. And the baling bin will go right on top on both sides. I think I will trim it just a smidgen. It's too close to the edges, in my opinion. I like it just a little less. Okay. And put this piece right over here. Now the belly band is attached to the page just on the top and on the bottom. That's it. That's all you need. A little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. Press it down. Okay, now we have a second belly band. And I lost, oh, here it is. Okay, and the second one will go over here. So I try usually when I do a belly band is to put it from top to bottom, because then when you stuff things here like that and they slide down, they're not going to fall outside of the album. If you do a belly band that's going right to left and you put something down, chances are, you know, they will fall out. So, I mean, it's a nice feature to have because it adds, you know, more room. You know, you can make an area like this useful, or you can just leave it like that. If you have a photograph to put here instead of a belly band, you can just put a photograph here. So yesterday was freezing. I have a feeling that today is going to be warm. Here we go. How cute. And I think this is it. We finished. Yeah, you see I got a little bit of the ink on here. All right. Well, if it happens to you and you get a stain or you get a dirt or something over when you embellish the album, just put something on it and hide it. And this will be the photo mat that will go right in here. And when I'm finished with everything and I have pieces left over, I'm going to choose what to do, you know, what to put here. And I will add here something colorful. You know what? Let me do it here now. Just since I'm already doing it, we'll do it the right way, okay? And let's check with my remnants. This is all I have left. Really don't have many. A little bit of this, which can be nice. The pink. I'm going to have a few left over also from the cover. You remember we have 2 sheets that we haven't used yet that we are keeping, we're saving for the cover. So let's cut it. I'm going to mark where it goes. This is too small. Just cut it in half. How about we'll trim the edges here? Oh, yeah. Let's do round edges. So if you're using a 65-pound cardstock and you're using 1 photo mat there, you know, you can add extra thickness to it, you can add maybe white over here. It'll make it more sturdy. I'm going to erase. I have the 8 written here. I need to erase that. So you can take white cardstock, measure this. Going to be 4 by 6. Exactly. 4 by 6 is the photo. Photos are 4 by 6s. Let's cut 2 of them. So let's assume these are your photos. One here. Oops, it flew away. And one here. And that's our photo mat. Right inside the pocket. Isn't it pretty? Or this way. And from the reverse side. Okay, so this page is finished. That was page D. Let's see the next one. Okay, well, I think we did the E already. Didn't we do E? We didn't do B. We skipped over B. This is B. Okay, you want to see what we're doing here? I think this is our gate. Okay, let's see what page we're working on. And this is it. Look at this page. So this page will have a closure, right? Will be closed with a ribbon. It opens like that. We have 2 flaps on the bottom that are symmetrical. It's all symmetrical. Open up. And I have another flap here that opens this way. Okay. When 2 sides open, we have 2 flaps opening a page. We call it gate. Okay. And then we'll do this little closure. We're putting the ribbon here. We'll 2 eyelets. Isn't that cute? I like this one. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we read Monica. I printed out your cut list yesterday. I wanted to stay home and make a book with my granddaughter. It is raining now, so I might call off the trip and scrapbook instead. Yeah, tough. I know. How far are you from Las Vegas? Thank you, Vanel. Thanks. Okay, so B1, let's go to our B list. That's our B list. The base goes on the bottom. Then we have 2 gates, 2 flaps, and 2 square flaps. Okay. So we're doing the same thing that we've done. We're going to fold all of our flaps. And then we're going to see how we're going to arrange the page and determine where we want our parts, our pattern paper to be. Okay, so on the B section, my flap is on the bottom. Hi, Ines. How are you? Good evening. It's okay. You can always catch up later if you missed some, because I'm going to have the recording up. So you'll be able to go back and see. So we finished, we did section B before. No, we did section D before. We're doing B now. I'm going to cut off this excess. I have a little bit over here and it will drive me nuts. Okay. All right, so I have 2 square flaps. They're B4s. This will go at the center. The B3s are the inner flaps, the small ones. And the B2 are the gate flaps. And these are double scored also. Okay, let's go ahead and put tape down. Okay. So you're in Los Angeles, Monica. Ooh, that's cool. I've been to Los Angeles only once. Really haven't been to California much. Okay, and let's take these 2. So what we want to do with this section is we want to keep the pattern paper. This is not blood, by the way. This is ink. I was using the deep red ink. Let me see if I can get it out. Okay. I just noticed it. Okay. So we want the pattern on this page to be symmetrical. So this goes on the bottom. And I can either use this or this. And I'll probably do the pink because I'm going to have a lot of pattern going on here. So the two gates, going to be one on the right, one on the left. Do one here, one here. Actually, these I'll cut here. I can do that like that or like this. Okay, so these are my gates. And then they open up like that. And I have two flaps. Here and here. And this is underneath the flaps. So this is on the other side of the gate. And then I have two flaps. So for the flaps, I have 4 equal parts. We'll go 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So let's see what I have. So these two cut the same. Maybe I'll use these two because they look the same. Or these. I wish they were like in reverse, but they're not. Oh, on Tuesday, you'll only get it on Tuesday? Wow. Those priority, they should be there within 2-3 days. Okay, so I like these here like that, right? It's between these two and these two. Or maybe I'll use this because the ribbon will pick up on the turquoise here. Okay, so we'll do these on the top and we'll do this on the bottom. We'll do this on top. Like that. Yeah, that's a little too pink. See, pink, 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 pink. I'm going to switch it and we'll do a little more pattern like that. Yeah, the pattern is not very busy on this page, so I'm going to use more of the pattern. If it's too busy, you can always switch it around. Okay, so I'm going to use all these on top. Yeah, and the only thing I'm going to use the reverse side is this one. Okay, we have our arrangement. We have our arrangement. Let's go ahead and ink. Okay. This goes on this gate. See, I'm keeping them together. And this goes to this gate. This is one flap outside, inside. It helps when you keep everything organized. So this is my left flap. At this point, you can also choose if you want to trim the edges of your flaps. And I think I might want to. Told you I like round corners, right? Okay. So this is my flap. I have this on the top, so I will trim the bottom. Okay. Do the other one as well. Oh, you know what I just did? I turned myself off. So just give me a second. Let me go back in. Okay, I'm back in. Oh, sorry. Okay, so these two inner flaps, I rounded the corners. I'm leaving the gates straight. I think I'm just going to trim just a teeny bit off the edge. Just a little bit. So we have those gates. And now these 4. So I think I'm going to the corners on these as well. You can add magnets here if you want, but it's really not necessary because this whole page will be closing with the ribbon. Okay, so these go like that. These 2 will be on the inside. I'm just trying to figure out where my trims are going to be. This is also pretty, but I think this is what I'm going to use. This side. In your cut list for this page, I chose, I think it's 04. Yeah, a lot of the 04 is here. And 04 is usually some kind of pattern, either floral or something else. So you're not going to be struggling with too much pattern. Well, my dogs are over here in their bed. And I hear one of them snoring. And I don't know which one it is, making all these noises. I think it's Charlotte. Let's do the big one. Get that out of the way. Wow, you get up at 5 a.m. to catch the Stamperia live? That's crazy. I get up at 8 to catch it. It's early for me, but I stay up until 12, 1 o'clock at night normally. So you must be a morning person. Okay. No, she was, Monica was saying that she wakes up at 5 a.m. to usually catch the Stamperia live. But they have a live show now every day. And I try to catch the live every day, but it's difficult. Usually I do my shipments in the morning. Okay, so I have here, I think all my parts are ready. I think all my parts are ready. Let's start putting some of them together because we're going to have a lot of taping to do here. So yeah, I like their lives too. I think I like this company. They interact really nicely with people. So that's one. So maybe the next project, what do you want to use for the next project? Well, the next project is going to be a mixed media. I know that. I already have that one planned for this week. It's going to be my Lady Vagabond Design Team project. What do you want to do next? As far as albums are, what collection should I use? You know, we have some Graphic 45 new ones coming up. And we have some Chabellas coming up. I'm going to have a lot of collections, and I'm going to try to do a lot. But it looks like I'll be moving soon. So if I'm moving, I can't really do big projects. I'm going to have to just keep it to a couple. Now, isn't Amazonia great? I know they showed the new Amazonia. It's really, really beautiful. It's very colorful. They have two extremely colorful collections coming out. The Amazonia have a lot of yellows and reds and greens and bright colors. And they have Atelier the Arts. Did you see the Atelier? The new one? Not the old Atelier, Atelier the Arts. It is. I think that Atelier with the Art is my favorite, to be honest. I love that one. It's really, really beautiful. It has my vibe in it. So I know for sure that I'm going to do an album with Atelier and with Amazonia. But it's not going to be until probably April. Because by the time we'll get the paper here, it's going to be end of March. The old Atelier, I know, I have a few of them too. The old Atelier is very pretty. But you want to hear something funny? I got a package here from Stamperia by mistake. It was intended to go to somebody else. So I just, I made a deal with them to keep, you know, the paper. And in it, with all of the other packs that I received here by mistake that was intended for somebody else, there were a bunch of Atelier, the old Atelier ones. I have never done a project with Atelier, and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, now I have so many of them here. I should really do something. So maybe I will, but not for now, not in the near future, because I have so many things happening. So many. And we have so many new collections. Stamperia alone are coming up with 7 new collections. 7. They have the Atelier d'Art, they have Amazonia, Passion, which is with music and ballet. It's gorgeous. It's very, pinks. It's a lot of pinks. It's their one of those romantic ones. Then they have 3 romantic collections are coming up. 3. They have romantic threads, romantic sea dream in the blues, and they have romantic journal, which is neutral colors, I think, in the browns and blacks. It's really, really beautiful. And they have the new Joanna Rivera's collection, Circle of Love. And you really should see that one. It's beautiful. I mean, she really, really, really outdone herself this time. I do want to do a project with Circle of Love and Atelier and Amazon and all of them. I really want to do one with all of them, but it's not possible. I know, no time. Yes, I know, Inez. I don't have time either, but that's why I do it morning to night. But I want to do it. And then Ciao Bella. I don't know if you saw the new Ciao Bella's new collection. They have one that's called Delta. Oh, God. It is just beautiful. The colors on that collection. The wildlife. It has birds in it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, I'm out of tape. So with that one, and they have Blue Note, and Blue Note is like jazz in New York, like the jazz clubs. And the color theme on that is like blues and oranges and reds and yellows. It's also bright colors, very, very, very pretty. And Ciao Bella also came up with a collection that is for children. It's called, I think, My First Year. Forgot the name. Anyway, this collection, they did something interesting for the 12 by 12 pack. They have volume 1 and volume 2. So there are 2 volumes for it. They look a little different than each other, but it's really pretty. So I haven't done a children's album yet. I really should. Okay, I think I have taped everything. Let's put this together. What do you say? Neverland, no, Neverland. It was an old collection that they reprinted as a special edition, and that came out I would say about 6 weeks ago, maybe. So they did a reprint of a few of their older collections. So Neverland was one of them. So I'm going to put the pattern paper over the flaps now, and then I'm going to put the flaps down. Make sense? Okay. So these are my 2 pieces. This is my right gated flap. I'm going to put this on top. Okay, that's one. Just making sure I'm putting it in the right direction. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've seen, if you guys like to do little things with fussy cuts and have elements to do, you know, cards, or if you scrapbook and you do scrapbooking pages, layouts, this kind of thing, then Mintay has came up also with new booklets for backgrounds. So they have a white background, grunge background, rainbow, wooden, and then they have books with elements to fussy cut, like florals, doors, windows, junk. They call it junk. So they have a lot of those booklets, and they just came up with a whole bunch of new ones. One of them is for men. So if you want to do a card for men, there are a lot of cool elements there that you do. Okay, so here's my top for the gate. Now I'm going to do the flaps. Let's do the flaps now. See, I did not put the back yet because I want to put the flaps down first. So these two will be on the outside and these will be on the inside. Okay, that's my outer part. This will be my inner side. And here we go. It'll flap this way. Beautiful. Do the same thing on the other one. They're pretty. And I like that they have that little mint rainbow. It'll pick up on the mint color that I have in the solid cardstock. Okay, that's the inside. And let's do the flaps. The square flaps, I mean. Okay, so this will be the bottom one. This one of those will be the top one, and then the other two will be on the inside. Now, I did mention that you can choose to do a magnet, and I don't remember if we did a magnet on in this album. Let's see. I don't know why I have to make those decisions over and over again. I already made those decisions before. Let's see if we put a magnet here or not. No, I don't have a magnet here. There's no reason because everything closes onto itself and will remain tight. But like I said, it's really up to you. Okay, so this is my top flap. My bottom. It'll be like that. That's the inside. So I got an email yesterday from one of the girls that were following the live, and she said, I just cut paper now for 3 hours. I'm exhausted. Yes, we cut in the first part of the live. We did all the cutting, everything. So I know if you're not used to just do an album this way and cut all your pieces for, oh, I put it, what did I do? 1 second. You see, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I just dropped it too early. Just give me a second. I gotta save it. I gotta save it. I gotta save it. Sorry. Give me a second. No, 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 no. These are the kind of boo-boos I don't like. Oh, it's on there like really strong. Oh, you guys. No good. It's a bad boo-boo. Okay, bad, bad, bad boo-boo. But we'll work it out. Okay. All right, I gotta retape it. I'm sorry. That's what happened when you do live. You'll see all the boo-boos. It's okay. I'm gonna take a large tape now. Let me take. I'm not gonna use regular glue. I know you. I know. But it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. I'm gonna put a lot of tape now. Okay. I will salvage it. No, if I didn't do it live, I would probably just take more time and rip it off slowly, and my damage will be a lot less. See, it just falls right off my hand. I don't know, I have holes in my hands now. Like new. You can't see anything. Perfect. Oh, I got lucky. So here's the deal. If let's say it happened to you and you rip the paper, or you know you're going to lose 2 pieces of pattern paper over this, right? So what I would do if I were you is just not do 2 flaps, just do 1 flap. Okay, you have 1 good flap left. If you have leftover paper, extra paper, you can just do an extra flap. Okay, we're using another paper. So the other ways to work around it, or wait until you have remnants and then you can put something there. Okay. There are ways to fix a problem. In case something happened and you put it wrong, I'm just allergic to everything being crooked. I mean, I would not have put it in the album if it came out crooked. So lucky for me, it worked out now. Okay, so let's put the top flaps and the square flaps onto the album now. So this is my top part. I'm just going to turn it around so that it's easier for me to put it. And I'm going to put it right at the center. Okay. Yes, I know. I heard about that and I tried it. But what happened is you get the glue also adds a layer of thickness a little bit to, to the hinge where you have it. And then it adds more bulk over there. And I don't like it. I like it nice and flat and clean, personally. I usually have very steady hand and this doesn't happen often. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. Put this under. Okay, that's B3s. And the other one here. Okay, now we'll do the top part here. I'm going to just align it together with my grid line under here so that I know where my center is, and this is my center. Okay, turn it around to the other side now. Okay, I'm holding it together with this flap just so that I can see that it's straight. I want to align it with the top flap and I want to align it with the bottom part. Okay. Here we have the two square ones, and now I just need the this piece here to go over there. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's a good tip, Inez. That's really a good tip. She's saying that she heard that with a heat gun for embossing, you know, the embossing heat gun that you use to apply heat, if you apply heat to where the glue is, it softens the glue and then it comes off easier. That's true. It's very true. Thank you. Thank you. She says she likes the combination of the colors. All right. You know, I said yesterday that pink and purple is not my favorite combination of colors, but the designer for Mintay, she has very I don't know, she has a talent for putting palettes together, you know, that are just really stunning, very, very pretty. So even this one that's not my favorite, I'm in love with it, you know, really love it. And I think that this light brown color of the leaves and the, you know, the darker purple really gives it very soft look, I would say, you know. Okay. Don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay, we're done. Look, we are all done with this and this and this. Now, let's do the little thing with the ribbon. I prepared a couple of ribbons now. I don't remember where I put them. I prepared them and now I don't remember where I put them. That's not very smart of me, is it? Okay, where did I put the ribbon? Okay, in my attempt to be organized, I forget where I put things. Okay, well, you know what? I have some here that I can use, some extras. So now you watch. As soon as I finish the video on the project, I'm going to find it, right? Okay, well, I have a remnant here. How about I'll just use that? Okay, and I have this one too. I can use. I'll use this one instead. It's not the one I prepared, but it'll do. I need a couple eyelets. What else do we need? Okay. Oh, I need a little bit of matte board. And remember these little one? Oh, I have a matte board here that I cut yesterday. Okay, so I'm looking for two to put here, like this one. And or maybe we'll do two turquoise ones. Maybe we'll do the two turquoise ones. I think you'll see them good over the white. Okay, now I just want to make sure that they're the same size, because sometimes the squares are not the same size. Hey, lady. I'm going to open the door for you now. I'm going to be freezing. Wait. Okay, I trimmed the corners around the little things. And now I want to prepare two matte boards to go over this. So this one. And I'm just going to cut it in my other paper trimmer. Okay. I'm going to ink the edges of both the mat board or chipboard that you have. So this is a little sturdy piece, right? If you don't have a chipboard or mat board to use some kind of cardboard, like sometimes the back of notebooks, or you can put two pieces together from something else. You just want something that's a little thicker. Okay. So I have my two pieces. And now I'm going to punch a hole over here in the middle, and I'm going to put the thread through that. Okay, so I'm going to just turn it over and mark where the center is. I'm eyeballing it, but you can use a measure if you like. Okay, and I'm taking my eyelet. Come on. Here's my eyelet. Thank you. Thank you, Ronley. Ronell. I'm sorry, Ronell. Did I say it right, Ronell? Okay, now we want to glue the ribbon here. So I'm gluing it only to the halfway point. Same thing on the other side. Now you can take a piece of printed paper, any kind of paper, it doesn't matter. Notebook paper or printer paper, something that's very light. I'm going to tape it around the ribbon just to keep it nice and strong here, like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to be able to cover the ribbon. Like a kid in kindergarten. See? I have the ribbon over here, and it's just this piece of paper just keeps it tight in there. Now take the ribbon and put it through the hole from the back side to the front, like that. Okay, we put it through the hole, and we're going to glue it on. Don't get the glue on the ribbon. You want it just on the paper. Like that. Okay, so now the ribbon is coming out of the hole here. Same thing on the other side. And I am freezing, and if my dog is not coming out soon, I'm going to be an icicle. Thank you, lady. Finally, where's Charlotte? Come, Charlotte. Get inside. Okay, the two parts are ready. Now at the edge, you can do whatever you want to do. You can either glue the edges off so that it will not fray, or you can tie a knot around it. This will be glued right here, right at the center. This is a very simple and easy way to create a closure to a gatefold. It's really pretty. Okay. And now you just have to determine how long you want the ribbon to be. This might be a little too long. I may want it a little smaller. It's a little too long. Putting some glue here. Okay. Yay! You like? Okay. Moving on. I think we only have two left, do we? Do we have two left? Let's see what we have, what we're doing now. Just to organize my space a little bit. Yeah, so we have H and F. Let's do F. Okay, so F is the page that we use the cutouts. Remember, we cut the page with the cutouts, the 06. And what we're doing with it, look at this page. So we have 3 waterfalls and we have closures that magnetize here and keep them closed. And then we have 3 waterfalls. Each one of them have 4 cards. We don't have anything in the back. Okay, we're just simple because it's too busy anyway. And then we have 1 feature paper here, and I have a very narrow pocket that we can tuck things here like that. Okay, that is that. Now, I think I mentioned when I was cutting the paper that I cut paper for all design, and I'm not going to use this piece. And I'm not going to use this piece. Instead, I'm going to have to do something else for the pocket under here. Okay, so I have this for the background, this for the fold. Yeah, okay, I need to make a slight change. Okay, well, just to say what I have on my mind. Originally, I planned on having just this piece here and then as a border here or here to put that like that without a pocket. And then I said, oh, maybe I'll add a little tuck pocket there. And I like the idea of having this little tuck pocket. So it's really up to you if you have leftover, and I think I might. Don't know. I'm going to make the pocket, but I'm going to wait until I have a little bit remnant from the cover to put it here. And if I don't, I can always just use the piece that I already cut, which is this, and do a pocket like that. Okay, makes sense? All right, so these 2 for now, let's put them on the side. Let's prepare all of the flaps, and all the flaps are the same. So we're going to trim the edges, put the flaps, ink them, and get them ready. So after the slide is finished, and this will become a recording. I assume you can go ahead and fast forward this part. And all of my cutouts, I'm going to also round the corner on the bottom. Is it the bottom or this is the top? I don't know. This is the bottom. I kept them in the same direction so that I will know which is the bottom. Okay, now let's ink those. Oh, I have these. I'm gonna do the same thing. Now one of these is also missing pattern paper. I only have 5 and I need 6. So again, for that, I'm going to have to see about remnant. And I think I have this here that I can use. Okay. There are a lot of trimming. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to use the ones I have, and then I'll see about doing the 6th one. And I think this is a piece that I kept for the 6th one. How long have we been doing this? From 10, 2.5 hours, right? Okay. So the first half of the day, it's live. We're going to finish all of the sections, and the second half, I'll do the cover. You guys, we're almost 2/3 of the way. I think the theme for this particular forgot to turn my phone off. So I started to say, I think the theme of this particular collection will be really nice for young girls or young at heart. Okay. I'm going to fold those. Now, because these are small flaps, they're not the big flaps, I am going to use regular glue and not tape on these. I have glue on my fingers. Trimming the corners like I showed you. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. See? I'm going to erase the number. Okay. Let's glue these on. And I'm going to use just a little bit of glue, not a lot, just really teeny bit. So I'm just saying you can really opt to using the second side that have frames. If you want to do the pictures on the top instead of these, it's totally up to you. Then just use this side. Now remember, we have 2 sheets of the 06, and you can take the second sheet if you like and use the B side for the reverse side of the flaps and put them on this side right here. I chose to do just cards inside the album. But you totally can do the reverse side. Look at the picture of this one. I have to show you. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And now for these. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I forgot to put magnets. Wasn't very bright of me. Okay. Just a second. I'm going to rectify it. Okay. Did I do another boo-boo? Let's see. Okay, well. Okay, I'm just going to stick the magnet here. I forgot the magnet, you guys. Again, you see, I told you, this is my weak spot. I always forget the magnets. Okay. Let's stick it in now. Don't forget the magnets. Don't do what I do. Alrighty. Just a little more. And one more. Okay, so 3 of the flaps, the 3 top ones should have a magnet under the pattern paper, which I forgot to do as I was doing it really quickly because my head was thinking about the next step. But it's there now. Okay, sorry. Okay, so these are my 3 top ones. Okay, so F1, the base is on the bottom. So F1, the base is on the bottom. Let's take this out. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to take my 3 top flaps, and they will be on the top here. I always start with the sides and then put the one in the center. But before I put it down, I want to lay it to make sure that I have them in the right place. So you don't want them on top of each other. You want them to have a little bit of distance between them, right? Okay. And this will go in the center. Okay. Now these flaps are going to go over with a magnet here. Let me just see something. Okay. One, two, three. So the magnets here will go on the other side, on the inner side. trim it a little bit. It's too much. So these, I can go ahead and put the pattern paper on the top part because the magnet is going to go on the bottom part. And they're cut just a bit too much. I can take out 1/4 inch. Okay, great. So I'm putting glue on the flap and I'm aligning it with the center here. I have 3 of them. 1, it's number 2. And then number 3. And now let's do the bottom part and put the magnet there. I'm putting the sticky part out. This one didn't work. Do it again. Maybe I'll do it going along this side. Like that. Okay. Great. Okay, so I have 2 of this and I said I needed another one and I cut this piece here. Okay. See how I got quiet? Okay. Bye, Monica. I'll see you. I'll talk to you. Probably beginning of next week. So you have a great weekend. This will go there. Oh, I didn't trim this. Okay. Yeah. So on your spreadsheet, I'm going to have to change that. I think this is F. We did this at 1 and 1.5 by 5 1/4. So it'll have to be by 5. I think 5 1/4 is just too much. So F for pattern paper, just do it by 5, not by 5 1/4. Okay. Okay. So we have this. Let's put the rest of my flaps down. So try to alternate colors, I guess. If I have purple here, mint color here, white here. How that will do. The white, the mint, and here I have white, the purple, here I have mint, white, 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 white. Okay, this is good. So I alternated them so that the colors will not be like purple, all purple one side, all white on the other side, and that kind of thing. So you want to have your arrangement, and then we can put it down. I'm putting it at a 1/2 inch away from the fold. So it's just about where your other wing ends. Okay, just make sure that they're nice and even on the sides. The next one, you're doing the same thing. Put it about 1/2 inch from the fold. Okay. Okay, second row. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure that it aligns with this line over here and also with the top one. And if you need to move it, just go ahead and move it a little bit. Okay. Because you want them all even as much as possible. It's difficult. It's not easy to make sure they're all even, but take your time, do your best. Okay. Okay, and last row. In the last row, we want to make sure that this is straight here, that this is even, and it all ends in the same line. Okay, these are my flaps all done. All right, let's go ahead and make our flap pocket for that area here. Make the measurement. I think it's 10. It's going to be 10 by 1 and if I put it all the way up like that. One by 2. Okay, 10 by 2. 10 by 2. By 2. Okay, here's so I'm going to make a note to add a 10 by 2 flat pocket, which is F5 flat pocket 10 by 2. Okay, I will add it to the spreadsheet. So if you already downloaded the spreadsheet, just handwrite it down. Okay, so it's a flat pocket. It's not going to be a regular pocket. I don't want it bulky on the bottom. I'm just going to add it like that and glue it all the way around the edges. So do we want this side or that side? We want this one. I'm going to use this side. But again, I'm losing the bird. I don't want to lose the bird. You know what? I'm going to use this side because I don't have a lot of pattern showing here, so it's not going to interrupt. Do it here. I think I redesigned this particular page a few times before I decided how I want the finished one to look like. That's why a lot of the undecisiveness. It originally was 2 waterfalls instead of 3. And then I had this piece right there in the middle like that. Then I changed my mind and decided to do 3. Okay, this is the right side. And the flat pocket, I'm just going to glue around these edges. And I'm going to leave this here for now because I'm going to be using a remnant here. Okay. Okay, so this page is done. This section is finished. Lovely. We have one more. So this is H. Okay, so H also have a pocket flap, but it's long and narrow. It's going to be a little different. And it has a side flap as well. We've done a few of those long side flaps, right? Okay. So this is H2. This is H3. And my H section is, let me see if it's top or bottom. It's bottom. So H1 is a bottom. H2 will be a right flap. It will go here. H3 is a left pocket flap. Huh. Look at that. Let's put this away. So on top of the pocket flap, I'm going to have two pockets, not one. And then I have on the sides, I have two pockets with a flap over it. So let me show you the page like I always do before we start building it. Okay, this is it. It has a pocket flap with two pockets here with two photo mats that go inside those pockets. Okay. And then over here we have a pocket with a flap over it. There's a pocket there. The whole thing opens. That's my big right flap. Over here I have the same flap with a pocket. And here I have a side pocket with two sections for photos. So this is my big right flap. This is my pocket flap. I have four small pockets at H5, H4, H8. So H4 pockets, they go over the pocket flap. So the H4 go over the pocket flap. And the H5 and H8 will go under, we'll have like a flap going like that. So H9, H8, H5 and H6 together, H8 and H9 together. Okay. I think for this particular page, let's go ahead and build a page, and then we will apply the paper, because it has a lot of different things going on. So first I'm taking the H4s and I'm going to fold it and put it over my H3. Okay, so now I'm working on H4 pockets, the two small pockets. Then I'm going to put over this flap right there. One, two, I'm keeping my flap of the H3 on the left side. And this will go side by side. Okay, like that. And I'm not putting them exactly on the fold. I'm leaving it about a 1/16 of an inch away from each other, from the edge. Okay, left pocket down. And right pocket. Okay, so here's my flap and I have two pockets in there. And I'm going to put it, okay, the flap is on the right because this is my bottom. And I'm putting it about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. About 1/4 of an inch from here. Like that. Okay, now let's put the right flap on the right side. So now this wing is on my left, and I'm putting this all the way to the edge. Okay, now it's nice and straight. Good. Now if you want to put a magnet here, you can put a magnet, but I'm going to have a pocket here first. So I have two more pockets, H5 and H8. Okay. So I'm putting one on the right side here over the H2 flap under this here. Okay. The second one will be here. This is not it. This is it. So one here and one on the inside. Here. And now I have two flaps, H6 and H9. And they're going to go over those pockets. Like that. Okay, and the last one is H7. Is another pocket that we're going to put inside the flap. So do we want it on the right or do we want it on the left? I think this will go here. This pocket goes here. And let's see, so this is H7s. The H7s go under. I'm gonna have to put this first before I put the pocket. H7 go here, and then the pocket will go over them a little bit. Let's do H7. So these are the 6 by 3 3/4, I think. Yes. This is a very pale pink, like a warm pink, not one of those purpley pinks, not cold one. The warm one has a more of a red, orangey, peachy in it. Okay. So to put this down, I want to put the other part first, just so that I make sure that it is within equal distance. Okay. Okay, now I can put the pocket over here. And my page is basically ready. Be careful, it's going to get glued on. All right, my page is assembled. Now let's go over the parts and see what we're doing. Okay, so I have H6 and H9. And they're both solid cardstock. And one will go over here next to this flap, pocket and a flap. And one will go here next to a pocket and a flap. So I might switch them, I don't know. I can do this. Well, one is going to be more visible than the other. Right? Or I can do it this way, right? 1, 2. Okay. So I have these for the pockets and I think the base. Go here, like that. And the same thing here. And these are the flaps. It's okay. So the H3, this one will go on the inside. We know that. This goes on the inside. Over the pockets here, I need 2 pockets. Oh, no, we have here, I'm sorry. I've remembered now. So H4, pockets over pocket flap, we cut as 1 piece. I think this is it. We cut it as 1 piece, and now we're going to split it in 2. Okay, and I cut it in 1 piece because I wanted these to be the same. I want it to be like one picture that is a continuous picture. So this piece goes here, and it's the 9 by 3.5. Cut to 2 to fit over pocket. So let's cut this to fit it over pocket. So it is 9. I have to cut it to 4.5. I can just use my ruler and a blade. Okay, we cut it in half. Oh, didn't do a good job. Okay, so this is it. One will go here. And one will go here. Let's go ahead and apply it, because we have a lot of small pieces, a lot of pieces in this particular page. Oh, there's somebody at the door. My dog hears him. I love lady. She's so alert. And she knows whoever comes to the door, if it's somebody new or if somebody that we know. So I know her reaction, and she knows it's the mailman. See, I'm all the way downstairs in my studio right now, and the door is upstairs, but I know that the mailman is upstairs now. Because she's alert, but she's not barking or nervous. Okay, that's one. And the second one will be here. Okay, so this is done. You can take this aside. We can go ahead and put this down here because we already know this will go there. The other parts we can decide in a second. We're going to decide where we're going to put them. All right. Now, do we want this to close with a magnet or not? Because if we want it to close with a magnet, this is the time to do it. And we could put a magnet right there, and this way it'll keep this together. I don't think we're going to need more than that. Closing this with a magnet will close everything together. And I think this will be a good place for it. Yep. Well, lady, did you hear the mailman? We actually have a mail woman. Her name is Erin, and she's lovely. She's very good. And we have a great arrangement, both of us, for picking up our packages, and she does a really good job scanning them. But about every few weeks, she's off. She has a week off. And then we have an alternate. Okay. So this is done now too. So these two go over the pocket, and they are identical. So my pockets are identical. The background is identical here. And I think this will go, might want to go this way. Like this and like this. Same thing here. And then my flaps, I have these pieces. So the question is, do we want to keep it the same? And I think, yes, I think I like it like that, the same. or if we want to keep it more calm, like that. I have this too. I can do this. I don't like this because the key is cut right there in the middle, but I have the bird. So we can use the floral here. And this like that here. And this will go like that. Let's see if we like this arrangement. And I do like this arrangement. I do like that. Yes, you like that, Inez? I like this too. I do like this too. And over here, I can do the same. I can use this or I can do that. But if I'll do this, it's going to be a little different. And then this will go here. I think that's my arrangement. I like this arrangement. Oh, I love that. Okay. Okay, we're in agreement. I'll put this down. I'm inking now. Okay, so this goes under my flap. This goes over the pocket. Okay. Okay. And I think this is the last one. Okay. Let's go ahead and put tape down. We have to hurry up. We're almost out of time. and I don't like rushing. I'm quiet right now because I'm just trying to get this finished before my video expires. And I'm right on time with my plan. I did plan that the first part will finish all of the sections. And we're right on time, but just a bit tight. As you say, à la minute. Okay, and I think we're finished with all of the parts. Nope, this one. And let's hope I put it all in the right spot. Told you a lot of parts for this section. That's why I left it to the end. But by now you should be experts. Okay, and this I think is the last one. And I have 10 minutes to put them together. And then we will finish this and take a break. And we'll come back, take about a half-hour break, I think. Then we'll come back at 2:30 for the second part and putting the album together and doing the cover. Okay. going to erase this H2 from here. I'm going to be sliding this down inside the pocket a little bit. And we want to keep it up, again, away from the fold. Check your pattern to make sure that it is in the right direction and you're not putting it upside down. And we're going to repeat exactly the same thing here on the inside. I'm going to be sliding it inside a little bit. Okay. Where's my pocket? This is the direction. All right, I'm going to put the pink on the inside and the burgundy on the outside. Ah, so never mind. I put it just a little, not even, but I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Where's my other one? See, it rolls like that, and it's driving me nuts. I have to make sure it doesn't fall. Okay. So this we decided going to be on the inside. Again, make sure that it is in the right direction and you're not putting it upside down. Even though it's the floral page, even the floral page have a right side and a downside. Okay, and this we want here. Look how pretty. Wow. It's coming out really, really pretty. Okay, guys, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and I have to turn this off. Okay. We are finished right on time because I can only record 4 hours. So I have 1 minute left. I will see you here in about a half hour, okay? And we will finish it up. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in a bit.